Well, finally, Meghan Markle cracks and Prince Harry leaves. And some people might say not a moment too soon. But what caused this? As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time today, as ever. And welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Also, thank you also for your wonderful support for By Royal Appointment. Really appreciate it. Good fun to make, and of course, as I often say, good to delve in a little bit deeper, because you do forget stories and people forget to pick up on them. And I think that's really important to look back and think, well, where did that go, for instance? Don't think I've forgotten about Tyler Perry. Yes, that's gone very quiet, hasn't it? Or has it? This is the thing. I just love the way that these stories become big stories and then people move on, the sort of thing I'm talking about, chums. It's a bit like this, of course. Sorry, we haven't had a wave, have we? Nice to see you anyway. Welcome one and all, as I say. This particular situation is now becoming very, very difficult, particularly if you are Prince Harry and indeed Meghan Markle. You see, well, how can you put this nicely? Last week, long before, of course, the secret meeting suddenly miraculously came out into the media. Well, get this, of course, yes. Sadly, Meghan Markle, along with the team from Netflix, had to finally discuss with her the dire results of, With Love, Meghan. Now, just to put this into some perspective, with all of that publicity, PR, whatever you want to call it, one would have expected it to at least have been minimal, I would say, in the top 100, and do not forget also that she boasted about it not once but twice, having an 80-man crew. Now, as I told you at the time, almost impossible really to hit that level of crew into that level of kitchen and to film a 1+1, a chat in a rented kitchen about some fruit you put in on a platter. It's just impossible, right? And this has been the problem ongoing for the team behind the show. And I have to say, buying them wooden spoons and signing them and stuff does not cut for a successful show. The problem that you had, all ideas that were put forward, and again I have to say allegedly, were kicked out by Markle herself because she was executive producer. So she felt she knew what the audience wanted to see from her. And again, not being unkind, I've made TV a lot in my time, and I know exactly what the audience want from that particular individual, that particular star. Sometimes you have to be very brutal, even though the person has been given executive producer status, and say, look, this is not what, we need this. At this point, we need a song. We need a comedy line. We need, Meghan refused all help, a little bit like the Spotify deal. Now, what happened, according to a very well-placed source, was when the figures were presented to Markle at her home, she didn't read them right and didn't really want to know. When they were spelled out, things took a turn for the worst. Meghan Markle is not a weepy type of bird, Meghan Markle is not a weepy type of woman, let me tell you. She just refuses to believe the facts. And this has been part and parcel, a lot of the time, a lot of the problem for Meghan moving forward. Things disintegrated very quickly behind the scenes. Naturally, Harry, who should have been part of the show, I believe in order to make it a success, had that brief cameo. Netflix wanted more, Meghan didn't want to know. You get the picture. Moving forward, now this is where she's literally at. And this is problematic for her because they've got this second bit that they're going to put out that they've chopped off from the first bit. But, it's about marketing, and you are now going to be pushed into going on some of these late night chat shows, well, the one that have remained that haven't been cancelled now, to try and shore up some kind of audience. And this, again, is very difficult in this climate. If you don't have a show that people want to watch, well, there you go. So where did Harry decide? Well, you see, the Angola thing wasn't very much nailed down, but like all husbands who probably think I could do with escaping for a bit, well, very suddenly he decided that he would now like to greenlight that particular project, and off he went. We've seen this before. If you see and mark up the times that Harry disappears, you will understand that he himself literally knows to keep out of the area. And that's the reason why, and this is 100% why you saw a massive decline in the social media posts. She just couldn't get to grips with the fact that the reality, the true figures, the people that are actually watching the show, you can't hide from it, and neither can, of course, Netflix. The bigger problem now is how long can Ted Sarandos cling on, simply because he's been her biggest champion, and these figures don't lie. And you can massage them any way you want, But next time out of the barrel, if this doesn't work, well, literally, it's already hanging by a thread. Neil Sean, in the very heart of London.